Joining us now is Tom Fitton, the president of Judicial Watch. Tom, good to have you with us. This is becoming a concerted effort by corporate America, big tech, social media, the radical Dems to absolutely silence dissent from the right. I thought we would see this happen, but I never dreamed it would happen so quickly or so powerfully. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a terrible time for our country. We had that deadly violence last week, and the leftist politician class has followed up with attacks on the First Amendment rights of Americans. It's incredible. This summary impeachment of President Trump that will roll over the Constitution and his civil rights, that is obviously political. The left doesn't really care about the violence, by the way, or too many of the left doesn't care about the violence, because, as you have pointed out and others, they've ratified and condoned it for months and if not years. This is about removing a popular political figure from the playing field so that they can have easier time of getting their agenda passed over the next year or two. But in the meantime, innocent Americans are being caught up. Now you join the military and you're worried about who you support politically, whether you're going to be questioned or not. Judicial Watch is being targeted on Twitter. I've been targeted. Parler has had their site taken down. And by the way,
Twitter— You were suspended, were you not?
Oh, yeah, I've been locked out.
You were suspended for
posting.
What did you do?
I posted a tweet about hydroxychloroquine that I posted repeatedly, and that Twitter specifically had found to be not in violation of its rules. But they, without any warning, told me, oh, now it's in violation, and you're locked out for 7 days no matter what you do, even if you take it down. So, you know,
maybe they thought you were being repetitive.
Yeah, well, no, that isn't what they told me. But look, they're being dishonest. And this is the point about Parler. This is the point about Facebook and Google. And when you're dishonest and you're a publicly traded company, the Securities Exchange Commission should be investigating you. The Federal Trade Commission should be investigating you.
Oh, my gosh. My head is hurting.
230 doesn't protect you from engaging in business fraud.
Wait a minute, Tom. I agree with you right up to the point where another investigation, that's what this country needs. What we need are leaders who will stand up and stop this nonsense. There is no excuse for corporate America reflexively bending to its worst impulses, stifling dissent, targeting ideologically their, if you will, dissidents in this country as far as they're concerned. Look what's happening here. This is the left in Joe Biden's America. He said he wanted to heal people, and within 24 hours was out there in bone-crushing fashion trying to divide us even further. Nancy Pelosi, she looked venomous. She looked, I think, evil. She was talking to Leslie Stahl as she is spewing that nonsense about impeaching the president. Don't they understand? Americans remember that this president was under investigation for absolutely no reason as a candidate because of Hillary Clinton's fiction that was then peddled into the FBI. Don't they remember the absolutely hollow special counsel investigation that was baseless and led to his exoneration? And the radical Dems, looked further just like fools, and nasty fools at that. Then that ridiculous impeachment inquiry. This president has been under their so-called investigation, their efforts to block his agenda, to overthrow his presidency for more than 4 years, and now it continues, and they do so without shame. And the national left-wing media and corporate America really stand there as if this is the first instance in which this president has been attacked by the radical left in this country. Shame on corporate America. Shame on all of these people who are running these corporations without any regard for principle or honesty or decency.
Yeah, and of course the corporations know who's going to be buttering the bread over the next 4 years, and they're acting in a way to get on the good side of the Biden administration. And it used to be the media would point that out for us. Instead, you have the media inserting editorial comments baselessly accusing the president of incitement when there is no evidence he incited anyone to do anything like what happened up on Capitol Hill. This was a permitted march.
To be clear, he
he
did the opposite. Tom, it's important that we point this out. This left-wing narrative that has taken hold and seized the psyches of the left in corporate America, in particular Silicon Valley and social media, he did the exact opposite. He called for peaceful demonstration and protest. And by the way, that's a right of every single person who was there. What happened? What happened is the responsibility of those who invaded that Capitol building, and they should be held accountable and prosecuted for the shameless, unlawful acts that they committed. Tom Fitton will be back with us here later in the broadcast, joining our all-star panel. Tom, thanks for being with us.